everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. We're doing a few reviews of some of the, we call these bombers. They're 22-ounce bottles. We've done a few reviews of bombers, and we had the request that everyone thought that was kind of cool because I guess a lot of people are not reviewing bombers on YouTube. They're definitely out there, but we're going to try to do a few more of these. This particular bomber I bought at the specialty beer store that I buy most of my beer at, and it came as one of the most highly recommended, one of the best 22-ounce bottles they've gotten in all year. It's out of a brewery out of San Diego. They're called the Ballast Brewing Company. It's ballastpoint.com. Everything's got a kind of a ocean fish type theme to it. They've been brewing beer since 1996. I've never had anything from these guys at all. But this is their Indian Pale Ale. They call it the Sculpin IPA. If you Google Ballast Point, the first thing that comes up is Sculpin IPA. This is one of those beers I think that a lot of people, and I don't know anything about the brewery. I live on the East Coast, not the West Coast. And like I said, it's the first beer I've ever had from these guys. All of the beers at our beer store here on the East Coast, all of them are bombers from this brewing company. So that's just all they ship to us. This particular IPA, it was $9 for the bomber. When you pour it, it looks exactly what an IPA should look like. It's got a real nice kind of golden, coppery type color. Perfect head on top. Just poured it. Laces real nice on the glass. It's got a really, really nice hoppy aroma. The IBUs on this beer are 70. The alcohol content is 7%. And what's cool about this beer is when you first pour it, it smells like an IPA. What does that mean? You smell the hops. It's got a nice aroma that immediately starts to diffuse out of the glass. And IPAs I'm real particular about. It's my pale ales and IPAs are without a doubt my favorite class of beer to drink. It's they're my go-tos. And this particular one, I already had kind of a jacked up anticipation because it came so highly recommended. What's cool about this beer is the way they talk about it is exactly the way it smells. It says it's brewed with aromas, brewed with apricots, peaches, mangoes, and lemon. And then it says the lighter body brings out the crispness of the hops. Like I said, when you first pour this beer, you instantly smell it, and that's all those fruits that are mixed in with it. It's not a very thick beer, so like when you first try it, put it in your mouth, it kind of slides down the back of your palate very quickly. It doesn't like foam up in your mouth and have that huge, massive body like a lot of the IPAs. It's very dry as well, which I like about IPAs. I like a dry IPA because I think it's easier to drink, and I think it's something that your palate can kind of savor a little bit longer once you drink it. This is a good example of that type of beer. It won an award in 2010 at the World Beer Cup. It says, the Sculpin fish has poisonous spikes on its fins that give a strong sting. It said, ironically, the meat from the Sculpin is considered some of the tastiest. Something that has a sting but tastes great, which is exactly what it sounds like when you drink a Ballast Point IPA. So this is the Sculpin fish. It's kind of like the lionfish. I think it's great marketing. Everyone's intrigued by it. Everyone knows how dangerous they are, but yet if you clean them the correct way and eat them, they're a delicacy. Sculpin fish, didn't know it until I did a little research before this beer, same way. This beer is the same way. Most IPAs don't have apricots, peaches, mangoes, and lemons in them. They might have one, none. They're not real fruity. This is more of a refreshing, fruity, spring, summery IPA. I mean, I could totally see myself coming home Friday afternoon. It's been a long week. I'm going to cook out some food on the grill. It's 88 degrees outside. Go stop by the beer store, grab one of these. Feeling frisky, maybe two. and drink these things on a hot summer day with that nice fruity flavor and really dry body. It's a really good beer. I know now why it was so highly recommended. They brew this beer year-round, and the website says it does only come in these 22 bombers, as we call it, in on draft. So I like it a lot. It's a West Coast brewery I don't know much about. Please leave comments if you've tried it. I definitely would recommend buying this beer. It's worth $9. A lot of people don't buy bombers because they think they're really expensive. I mean, you can buy a 6-pack of a very good beer in a grocery store for $9. So it's got to be darn good to spend that kind of money on it. This is one of those cases. A great beer, very fruity, but a good IPA. I definitely recommend it. I'd give it a 4 on our rating scale. I definitely will buy this again. This is one of those that I would really like to have 3 or 4 of them stored in the wine cooler. You know, a friend or family comes over, crack one of these open, you're good to go, and they'll think you're a superhero. So thanks for watching microbeerreviews.com. Check this beer out. It's a really, really good. It's a very good IPA. Ballast Point Sculpin IPA. Thanks for watching microbeerreviews.com. See you again real soon. Cheers.